Rear delts don't get ignored, they get trained wrong. Rear delt training fails when the movement turns into momentum and the upper back takes over. This isn't about doing every rear lateral variation available. It's about choosing the exercise that actually keeps tension on the rear delts. So today, I'm breaking down rear lateral movements and ranking them in order. This is part of my HITX series, where exercises are selected by effectiveness and real-world execution. Here we are, guys, with the rear lateral machine. And I'm adjusting myself right here. And you can see where the seat should be. So when you're looking at your arm coming straight out, you want your arm to be parallel with the ground, with the floor. So you want to draw a direct line between your rear delt and your wrist, so to speak, right there. See that? That's where you want to be. Not too low, not too high. Will be right where I'm at right now. So yeah, so this is my favorite exercise for the rear laterals. If you have a machine like this, then definitely go for it. Okay, so slow movement, controlled as usual, full range. I keep my head straight, make sure I don't bounce around here, and especially with the rear delts, your neck being in that position is kind of delicate. And another thing I'm doing right here, I don't go too far. That's a lot of people doing that. They go way too far, and they're gonna really mess up their shoulders and their neck. Okay, so yeah, what you want to go far back to get a full contracted position right here. You're holding it for about 2 seconds and lowering it slowly and controlled. Yeah, this particular machine is absolutely incredible. It's very smooth. It's a nowless piece. I am fortunate to have that piece, but any other pec deck machine that can be reversed can be used for this particular exercise. The rear delts is this very small muscle group in the back, but it gives you the full round shoulder look, so you got to develop those definitely. Now here's the way, as usual, and how not to do this thing. And of course I can probably use the whole stack here and just roll that thing back like a maniac and not accomplish absolutely zero thing at all. You're really bypassing your shoulders, you're working your rhomboids more than anything, and it's just horrible. I'm usually not a big fan of those cable towers, but for the rear delts, in case you don't have a rear lateral machine available, this would be a good alternative. Now see how I grip this cable. I don't have the handle attached. I just use the grip like this. Therefore, I can twist my hand, my wrist accordingly, and I'll be able to actually get more clearance as I pull the weight backwards. Now, I make sure I stand in the middle of the two towers and see, making sure my back is straight too. So make sure you get a nice flat back. Bring the weight up, hold it, control it, and the weight down. Now, see what I do is I cross my hands over. So I actually go across. Yep. The reason why I do this is because I get more range of movement. And with the cables, you can actually do this pretty well. A dumbbell wouldn't have any kind of resistance down there at all. That's the problem with dumbbells. Let's see how we get a full crossover right here. Come right back up. Hold the weight clearly, controlled. Keep my back nice and straight and flat. And keep my chest pushed up a little bit. Knees are bent slightly. I look down. I don't look up because I don't want to strain my neck. So this is how it's done. You really can't use a whole lot of weight here, guys. I mean, there's barely a plate on here, and it's difficult for me to do that. So I also didn't have much carbs today, so. But here we go. This would be my second alternative to if you don't have the rear lateral machine. Okay, so, and of course, as usual, what not to do. Basically just throwing that shit up and down and expecting something to happen. Way too fast, all over the place. Hell no. So here is the dumbbell version as well, for some of you that don't have a real lateral machine or a cable. Making sure your arms are perfectly aligned. Now I'm going to show you guys right here without the weights how to perfectly align that. Sometimes it's good to even do this one before you even start, just to get the right proper form going. Okay, so make sure you go straight up, not like that. You're gonna go straight up. Here we go. Now you're working on an exact alignment of the rear delts. Okay, so you're not gonna use much weight here, trust me. I mean, 10, 15 pounds, maybe 20s. Keep your arms almost locked out, slightly bend in the elbow. Back nice and flat. Knees bent, slightly bent. And now another thing I do here is you can see from the front is I don't cross that red circle. So when I come down, I stay right there and come right back up. I do not let those dumbbells touch each other or come even past that line, you know. Therefore, I try to keep a little bit more tension on the delts. It's difficult to do with the free weight, but it's possible. It's one of those exercises that most people fuck up tremendously by doing what I'm doing right now, which is, first of all, using way too much weight. 40, 30, 40, 50 pounders or beyond. Swinging the weight up, pulling the weight too far back, using rhomboids, missing the point of rear delt isolation completely. That's the difference between swinging weight or training the rear delts. When the right movement comes first, tension stays where it belongs. When the wrong one leads, the rear delts disappear from the lift. This is HITX, exercise hierarchy, no wasted reps. And next, we continue breaking down shoulder movements, step by step, one at a time. There is no halfway. You go all in or you don't go at all. This is high intensity.